How could you do this to me? Nanatsu no Taizai, how could you do this to me? Oh, dude, that is awful. That is terrible. Dude, Dreyfus just died. He just fucking died, dude. He just got fucking dissolved. He's just sitting there, punches Hendrickson in the freaking face. I'm like, yes, yes. And then all of a sudden, you see Hendrickson melt Dreyfus down into a pile of fucking ash. Oh my god. Dreyfus just died like that. He just died. Dude. Oh my god. When I said he was fucked last chapter review, when I said he was screwed, I didn't think he was gonna die. He just fucking died. We just had a character death. We really just had a character death in this chapter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Seriously. I was really growing fond of Dreyfus. I loved his character. I loved his, willpower. And then all of a sudden you have freaking Hendrickson say, you used to be my mentor. You used to be, I used to admire you. You used to be my rival. And I'm like, oh my god. And then he melts him down. I'm like, no! It was just so awful, dude. But, why? Why? At the very least, I guess Dreyfus as a character got his redemption. He got his redemption, and, I guess he can live in peace. Seriously, his character did a full circle, he turned around, he realized what he did wrong, he paid for his crimes, so, Dreyfus technically got his redemption, so I guess his character was complete, since he technically died. That's kind of sad, though, his character is, I guess, finished. Okay, so, past the Dreyfus part of him melting down, Meliodas, when you see him look at Dreyfus's corpse, or the remains of his corpse, his armor, and you see him look behind Hendrickson and see Elizabeth, you see his eyes just swell up in anger. And all of a sudden, instantly, like in a snap, like Hendrickson last chapter, in a snap, he was behind Hendrickson, grabbed Elizabeth, and then another snap as Hendrickson turned around, Meliodas was already in front back where he was, holding Elizabeth. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one that thought of this specific thing when I read that part, but it reminded me a lot of Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 against Cell. You remember that entire scene where Gohan, gets his powers of Super Saiyan 2, and he instantly has that crazy speed, he gets the Senzu beans from Cell, and he goes back to get Krillin and stuff? That entire scene with Meliodas really reminded me of that scene from Gohan Super Saiyan 2. Now, it was really interesting getting to see the power of Meliodas in this chapter. I still don't think we have ever seen his full extent to his power, but we got a little glimpse of why he's called the Son of Wrath. We have gotten a little glimpse of it multiple times, but in this, we saw his rage come out. Because look at how fast his strength multiplied, his speed. He chopped off, Hendrickson's arm in like a snap. It was gone. And then it hits the ground and all that, and then all of a sudden you have them fighting. That was really fast-paced. Dude, the freaking speed in that scene, in this chapter, when you see the fighting, that was crazy. That was really fast and crazy. But the biggest thing you could get from this chapter that really shocked me as a reader was finding out about Hendrickson. Hendrickson is a druid of the forest. He revered the goddess clan. Very, very strange. Here's why it's strange, okay? Hendrickson, as we know, he was technically a good holy knight. He worked underneath Dreyfus. He was, the apprentice to Dreyfus. But to find out he was a druid of the forest, or sorcerer of the forest, and he revered the goddess clan, and then he saw Meliodas, and he said he loved his power. He wanted his power, and he sensed that his power was stronger than Zarathustra, the greatest holy knight in history, and now he's on the same level of power as Meliodas. It's kind of crazy. What really happened to Hendrickson to change that much? That drastically. Because finding out now that he used to revere the goddess clan is a big, big plot reveal. Because he was on the good side, like the goddess clan side. But now he's going after, demons, like he's trying to become a demon. So, a big, big mystery has just been revealed. Like, what has truly controlled and corrupted Hendrickson? That is the biggest thing I have been asking for a while now, because clearly someone else is manipulating Hendrickson in the background. Someone definitely is manipulating him, it's obvious. But who is manipulating Hendrickson? Because whoever's manipulating Hendrickson was also manipulating the entire bits of Dreyfus, and then also caused the entire downfall of the 7 deadly sins and the entire kingdom. So, who is the main mastermind? That is the big question. I mean, is it the Goddess Clan that's the main mastermind? Because, I mean, we had the Goddess Clan multiple chapters back say to kill Meliodas. Told Bond to kill Meliodas. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to think. I mean, is the Goddess Clan as good as we think it is? Is the Demon Clan technically the good side? I mean, we gotta think about this, okay? Meliodas technically is a half-demon. Well, that's been revealed. And so, what if Meliodas really was from the Demon Clan? He used to live with the Demon Clan, and so, technically, demons, what we've been told for a long time, a lot of them are evil, or they need to be sealed away, but in reality, they're not that bad. What if that was true? I mean, of course, yes, we've seen some demonstrations of demons being straight-out evil, like, look at last chapter, chapters back then. I mean, demons are definitely evil. But I'm talking about, I highly doubt all demons are evil. And so, yeah, and I highly doubt all Goddess Clans, like all the people in the Goddess Clan, is good. There definitely has to be some that are corrupt, and stuff like that. They could possibly make a pact with the Demon Clan, and which in turn could have caused Hendrickson to be like he is. Because, I mean, there's a big question right now, because, you know, Bond talked to that, you know, the pillar thing in the basement, that dark underground, he talked to the Goddess Clan, supposedly, and so, now finding out that Hendrickson was a druid of the Goddess Clan, it makes more sense that there was, like, something of the Goddess Clan there, but the big question is what kind of connection does it have? So, personally, the chapter is really interesting. It reveals a lot, brings up a lot of questions, and one thing I did like is the final cover page of the final part of this chapter, the final panel, and you see all the 7 deadly sins just line up and about to beat the shit out of Hendrickson, and it says on the bottom of the panel, the final battle begins next chapter. So, the final battle, next chapter. So, it's going to be interesting to see. It looks like this arc is finally starting to wrap up, or this most likely is a prologue to whatever is going to happen later on. Because, I mean, the real threat is not gone. As this series has already demonstrated enough, we all thought, you know, getting the 7 deadly sins, you know, redeemed to where they could walk in the kingdom again was the real goal. But no. Originally, when the series started off, the 7 deadly sins had to overthrow the kingdom to where they can get the redemption where they're not framed anymore. Well, now that that technically has been achieved, the next goal in sight, honestly, the next goal in sight of what the 7 deadly sins have to do is they have to either stop the Demon Clan from coming out, from being sealed, or the Goddess Clan or something else, because there's something else definitely working in the background right now. And so the true goal right now of the series actually has been shifted over, if you did not realize that. So anyways, overall, good chapter. If I had to rate this chapter, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Hopefully Dreyfus isn't alive, but knowing how this series technically has been, I'm just going to say this is probably the final chapter we'll ever see of Dreyfus. I mean, let alone in present day. So, sad to see him die, it really is. Tell me your thoughts, all of you Chibits. How do you feel about Dreyfus' demise? I mean, do you feel like he had a lot more he could have accomplished as a character? Do you feel like since he got his redemption and he finally got redeemed that it was a fitting way to die? Let me know in the comments below. And who do you think is the main mastermind behind Hendrickson? Do you think it's the Goddess Clan? Do you think it's the Demon Clan? Or do you think it's both? Let me know in the comments below. I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.